This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. On the return is Jordan Lewis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here you go. Swing on the field, right. To the right.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. Good.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one, deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I'd have to say the most impressive team of Week 6, you're about to see him come back out here on offense. It had to be the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe some people saw them beating Jacksonville. You know, it was at home, but 40-7, I don't know that many people saw that coming.
Not at all, and they've always had trouble making their home stadium a true tough place for visitors to visit. Well, they're 3-0 at home for the first time since 1999. Dak Prescott used his legs in a big way, a career-high 82 yards rushing, and he also connected 9 times with Cole Beasley, 2 of them for touchdowns. That Dallas team got off the mat after a disappointing Sunday night loss against Houston and jumped on Jacksonville.
On 2nd down, Elliott, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Done.
Here's Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Seattle offense coming back onto the field, and you'd understand if they're a little sluggish. You know, they just took that quick little 4,800-mile jaunt to London to take on the Raiders. Well, they look good across the pond. They dominated that game 27-3.
To me, they feel like they're starting to hit their stride a little bit. You know, working out some of the kinks. Offensive line starting to come together. It's gotten a lot of criticism over the past few years. And Russell Wilson, back-to-back games of 3 touchdown passes. And how about Pete Carroll? 91st win for him, including the postseason. He passed Mike Holmgren for first in Seattle Seahawks history as the top head coach.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Gotta go.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Four down. Got it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
12.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Aaron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. With that incompletion, let's discuss all the overtime games that we've had so far in the NFL. We've had 9 of them, at least one each week. You know, week 6, it was Miami and the Bears with the Dolphins getting the win.
Yeah, and you know something? That's an NFL record because that record was set week 5, an overtime game each of the first 5 weeks of the season. Now we're adding to the record, and I wouldn't doubt at all that we would get to 7 weeks and maybe beyond. It's been a very competitive NFL season.
Here we go. All right,
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, They just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
14. 19. Zebra.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's get it. Hey, slow down.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Tyrone Crawford, busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
4 down. 380. Bang out. Bam. Gun. Hey.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15 he goes. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
team.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Last stop. Last stop. Hey, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Bang out. Bam, bam. Foot left. Gotta go. Let's go, defense. Gun. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Zebra.
Now Wilson on second down. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Gun. Go, get out there. Good. We go 47.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Gun. Woo. 46.
2nd down, Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gun. Hey, we're going right there.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Quentin Jefferson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Shotgun. Got it.
On 1st down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Four down. Check. Hey. 14. Zebra.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
14. 4 down. 19. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Gotta go. They can't hang with us. Banjo.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And here's Lewis. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baldwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
One left, one left. Gun, gun, gun. Shotgun. Check. Check. Got it. Entry. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Baldwin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And it's 3rd and short.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tight, screen 80. Be alert. 14. Let's go, 14.
Again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this gives us a chance to look ahead to some big Week 7 games upcoming. New England, Chicago, that's intriguing. Carolina and Philly, you have that game. And then how about Dallas and Washington? They're a combined 6-5, but they're playing for first place in the NFC East.
And just think, Dallas and Washington fans, when they have children, the first words they teach them are, "We hate that rival team." And now they're going to get after for first place in the East. The records aren't great, but the rivalry is strong. New England, Chicago. Chicago let one get away last week against Miami, but still they have high hopes in the NFC North, and they get to test their mettle against a perennial champion, the New England Patriots. And Carolina, Philly.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Good. Start there over there. Start there. Good.
Prescott now on second down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here.
Don't take forever, okay? Shotgun.
Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here goes 48. Here goes 46. Switch and eight. Switch and eight.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott looking and finding Allen Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here goes 48. Here goes 46. Here goes 47. 41's the whip. Gun.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
46. Gun. Under. 46.
Prescott now from the 50. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and short yardage. Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, easy. Check 51, check 51. Gun. 14, find it.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, 14. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
4 down. 18. So we got man. 12.
On second down, Wilson flush to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
14. Run left, run left.
Wilson to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Gotta go.
Here's a give to Penny. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Right, easy. Check 51. 14.
To throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. And he's got it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's the sneak with Wilson. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
46. Gun.
Prescott. And will be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Barkevious Mingo in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Prescott from the gun on third. He finds Hurts left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
47. Good. Check. Crunch. Here you go. 50's the light. Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
14, run it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, boys, go 4 down. Mike 50. 40. 12. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, He's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last shot now for Prescott. Got it open, man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.